so it makes it easier for the YouTubes. Welcome everybody to Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes, week number 6. This is a show where we sit around, play Dungeons and Dragons and have a good time. Generally, these guys stick around to go mad trying to fathom the chaos they've unleashed.
Oh, but you secretly love it.
I
do secretly love it.
I do. So, yes. Last week, just to get you all caught up and refresh your memory, a wonderful band of adventurers went to the city of Ambermine to ascertain resources and help for their ailing town after the recent orc attacks. They were told to go meet with a man named Ironbrand, who is a human merchant inventor of sorts, who was rather pissed about recent events in the town itself, and he was about to lose his company and all the rest of it. And he's asked the party to go delve into his mine shaft, where an expedition was carried out, but there hasn't been a report back. When you guys went in there, you found several guards that were guarding the place, weren't letting see anyone in. You managed to convince the guards to let you in. And upon entry, you found several, I'm going to butcher the name, butchered it. The deep gnomes. Deep gnomes, black gnomes.
Well, I can't say that.
Who?
The boys.
Okay, grey gnomes, so let's go for the actual skin tone then. Grey gnomes, who are working in the mines, and have been branded with the sigil of the city and everything else, working away with supposed signs of a scuffle, though you didn't find any of the bodies. But towards the end of that little expedition, you found troglodytes, a tiny beholder, also known as a gazer, and a few other deep gnomes, and killed everyone. And join you guys in the mine.
We call it a mine.
Never mind, mine. Never mind.
And they call it a mine. A mine.
Of Pocahontas, the mine song.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's not Terry's. It's mine.
So, what do you guys wish to do?
Well,
Well,
proceed onwards, I guess.
let me see. We checked all the bodies. We've done everything we need to. We found incriminating evidence. Is there anything? Does anyone want to chop apart some of these guys to take home with them, or what?
Should we go with to speak to Ironbrand?
That's a good idea.
Alright, yeah, we can question him about why there's Surf Neeblin busy ambling around in here with the brand of the city. Seems a bit fishy.
Yes.
It's
And we have that parchment talking about the plans to uprise through the mines.
I would like to... Can I attempt to harvest the gazer's eye?
Ooh.
You can do indeed. Go ahead and make I believe it's a survival check.
Alright, let me just...
do you have any small bladed instruments besides your colossal great axe?
Oh no.
Just getting very up close with a great axe going...
That's pretty much what I'm saying. Like, you're holding it with one hand, holding its eye stalk up and going, gently.
Let me have a look. I have crossbow bolts. Please, one of those.
They're more stabby than slicey.
That's fine. I have a pan flute.
I have a dagger if you want to borrow that.
Oh, that'll be very helpful, thank you.
Sure, and I hand one of my... I think warlocks get 2 daggers, don't they?
Oh, rubbing it in.
I'm trying to remember whether they do it. I don't know. I'll hand one of them anyway.
Either way, yeah, I'll take this dagger, feel the balance, and sort of sniff a bit, because it's not what I'm used to. And then hack away. So just a survival check?
Yeah, I do have 2 daggers.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that answers my question.
14.
A 14? Yeah, you managed to harvest some of the eye stalks. It's a bit messy.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's all good.
How many eye stalks do I have? I know they don't have many.
You managed to harvest 2 of its 4 eye stalks for these.
I will find a use for these.
Okay.
Beholder eye stalks.
Nice.
No, not beholder. Jesus, gazer eye stalks.
Just
They are pretty baller, it must be said.
Yeah, so I suppose if there's no other... Well, I suppose if there's...
Well, there are other ways ahead, but you lot all want to go back and find Iron Brand. I personally want to go deeper in the mine, but, you know, maybe that's just a me thing.
Are there any... there's a point. Are there any deeper locales from where we are right now?
Isn't this area to the north deeper, or...?
No. Once you get to that point, it is solid wall. There is a couple of areas past the guards that went a bit further in, but they have a different marking on the supports and so on.
Okay.
It's not part of Iron Brand's expedition. This is another group.
Alright, well, let's go question ourselves a dwarf, eh?
Yes.
Someone else has to be reason, I'll be persuasion.
Yay.
And... Dario and I can translate if he speaks in dwarf. Well, actually, no. That guy that we spoke to was human. He was
No,
a
he's
human.
a dwarf, wasn't he?
Well, Iron Brand, yeah, he was human.
Iron Brand's human.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was human.
I've been misled this entire time.
Yeah, he's a human inventor.
Which means he's even more likely to waver under heavy investigation.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah. Let's just get back to Iron Brand and...
If he doesn't answer our questions, we'll kill him.
Why?
Hey, remember what we said last time about needlessly killing?
Yeah.
Alright,
Only do
we'll
it when I
we'll
give the
seriously
signal.
injure him.
Now that's better. That's improvement.
That's
Right.
improvement, definitely, yeah.
Why are your answers always violence to these things?
Because violence is
the
what gets
easy
us through
way.
the world. It's a
He's
natural
not
order.
wrong. Good
Either
point.
way, let's go question him and see whether he's
Yes.
or not.
Okay,
Time.
so you guys leave the mine with no trouble and go back to Iron Brands, which is number 4 on the map.
Cool.
This is not like his private estate, this is like the official office building and everything else. So like the downstairs areas full of smiths working away. They've got small little isolated forges to work by themselves or work on some larger construction together. What they're working on, you can't really tell at this point in time. The only thing you could gather as you walk through the workshop is that it's a big thing. It's a big bipedal thing.
A bipedal thing? Oh boy.
A golem?
Possibly. But you guys work your way through the workshop and you can see Iron Brand is up on a balcony overseeing things, and as he sees you guys approach, he waves you upstairs and leads you into his office, which is an absolute pigsty of a place. There are papers everywhere, there are blueprints pinned to the wall, various scribbles and calculations just literally written in chalk on the floor all about the place. It's like, I'm sorry about the mess. I couldn't... After the meeting, I had an idea on the way back, and I had to just get it done and out straight away, and starts scribbling a bit more on the floor, working out on some sort of a formula or a schematic.
I'm going to turn to, I think, who's the most persuasive, like Nils or Niles?
It would probably be...
Who has...
my charisma is a +3 modifier.
I've got
Zyron...
+7 on persuasion.
Oh,
That's my expertise in it.
mine's a +3, so yeah, you're Zyron
Right,
better
guys.
often.
We're going to do this as a shit sandwich. We're going to start off good. We'll start off nice.
Good cop, bad cop.
I'll be the shit, and then we'll have to round it off at the end with a nice thing. Got it?
Right. We got this.
Alright.
Okay.
And then I turn around and immediately go, "You didn't tell us everything, you bastard!"
What? Make an intimidation check for that, by the way. Let's see how well this goes.
Well,
Oh, God.
you do have a nice creative chaos in here.
Intimidation. 18!
When Roll20 eventually shows it to me. There we go.
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
Nice.
he is proper terrified right now. It's like, what do you mean? I told you everything that I knew. I had an expedition. They went down there. They all didn't come back. Don't tell me you found something incriminating on me down there.
Well, would you like to tell us why there are gnomes of dark skin down there branded with the mark of the city?
I don't hire deep gnomes.
Why are there gnomes with the fucking crest of the city on them, eh?
They're probably owned by the council and probably owned by Goldmire.
Isn't it your mine?
It should be my mine, but if you found some of Goldmire's people in there, clearly that's her involvement in this whole bloody thing.
Who's Goldmire? So, Goldmire? Yeah.
Yes, Goldmire.
Oh, please make an insight check, Tashi. I'm just
I was
shouting
gonna,
it right now.
Yes.
I was gonna say. What was that number? Ooh, that's good.
17. He has,
Nice.
from what you can gather, he's telling the truth about the whole gnome thing. And that's backed up by the fact that as you walk through, you see like dwarves and men and other humanoid races working in there. You didn't see a single gnome. Well, a deep gnome anyway. You may have seen a couple of gnomes, but there were more fine-tuning mechanics and engineers. And much more
Right.
fairer in skin tone than deep greys. But regarding Goldmire, he's very, very anti-Goldmire. But he goes on to explain, like, Goldmire is a member of the council, very prominent member, holds a lot of the coin, owns a lot of the industry, was threatening to buy out my company until I found a recent external investor. Ironically enough, came from a dwarf whose city we just laid waste to with some of my machinery. Dwarves are weird. But, anyway, she's a terrible woman, works by subterfuge and everything else. Normally, if there's something bad happens to a company in the city, Goldmire is very suspiciously first to buy it out.
So there is a lot of corruption in this city. And
So-
insider trading.
So, like, if I just come into this conversation and I'm just like, so does Goldmire own if you could say if Goldmire owned, I don't know, a percentage of things in the city, what number would you possibly think of?
On a scale from 1 to 100.
So starts counting on his fingers and say around 46% of the city is probably Goldmire owned.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
I think I know where this is going.
That is, well,
So,
Well, she's using slave labour. She has to be stopped.
yeah, true.
Well, as
me
far as I
see.
know, she pays most of her workforce. I pay most of mine. Some of them work out the goodness of their hearts. I offer them money, they give it straight back the next day.
These people are fucking branded. You don't brand honest working people.
True.
Because honest branding people, non-branded people usually come to work because they want to, not because they are forced to.
Plus, they were planning an insurrection.
Again, like I said, Goldmire does subterfuge. At least we found something on her for that. We might be able to stop her taking over the rest of the city.
Who has that?
Hopefully.
We did find something. We did find something. I go into like the team pack and whip out that parchment that we found on one of the dudes.
The one explaining the
but we got in the
subterfuge and
mine.
everything else.
Yeah. But I do a little bit of bad cop with this, and I just slam my hand on like his filthy ass desk, making sure I don't slap my hand in something filthy. And I'm just like, then look at this and tell us it's not incriminating evidence.
You're a loose cannon.
Calm down.
yeah,
Let's do this the honest and gentlemanly way.
I don't think he's up to anything. Jeez.
Other than gold, of course, like every single person or creature with understanding of money.
So, what would you make of this parchment?
Citizen goes over for it, screws it up, and throws it into the bin. That bloody woman starts going on a tirade. He's swearing in common, dwarvish, gnomish. Needless to say, if this was like Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares, the guy on the beeper button would just be going non-stop. He's fully pissed off.
Salty language there, mister.
Your mouth is just as dirty as your office.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm really annoyed. She knows that she's not supposed to do this, but she'll do it anyway, because no one's going to get in her way. Well, do not... Sorry, that's it. Better off. Pulls down a small horn and asks for a copper beard and bristle whiskers to come to his office, and you guys can hear like the echo. It's like a very rudimentary tannoy. And he rubs his hands together and goes, I hope you guys are up for a little job. Just a small one.
Pitch it to us.
And before he starts, a dwarf and a small little gnome walks in. The gnome himself looks like he's had one too many coffees. He's a little bit twitchy. He's got puffed out hair. It's all smoke and bristling at the end. His face is completely blackened. Yes, you can pick the parchment out of the bin. It's not a problem.
Yeah, fine.
And he says, these are my two finest inventors. They've helped me develop something interesting from what we've gathered from my mining operations of Emberstone.
I'm just pushing fingers. I'm like cannon.
No, something much better than a cannon. This
drill.
And the dwarf pulls out from behind his back a small barrel, about the size of. I'm trying to think of something to compare it to now, and I had it in my head and it's gone. But a pretty small, like easy carry barrel.
Now I'm disappointed.
Like a beer barrel you can buy in a supermarket.
Yeah, that's actually a fairly decent size. A supermarket size keg.
Right.
And he points out that this barrel is full of gunpowder and emberstone. Tests with this have shown it's very good at demolishing a lot of things.
Alright. Already I like this plan.
So, in exchange for your service in delivering this gunpowder to the Goldmire mining operation north of the city in the mountains, I would offer you this. And he produces a small map of like the northern part of the area where you guys are. And it leads to a treasure trove of some sort. You're all seen responsible people, capable people, adventuring types. So you could go have whatever you like out of here. And all I ask you to do is go into the Goldmire mine and set off a few charges. I'd recommend you start at the back and come out before you do so. Might be a bit dangerous. Bristle whiskers and copper beard here will offer assistance in transporting goods, and we'll have the proper paperwork available for you.
Okay,
Subterfuge will beat subterfuge.
I mean, payback. I mean, I normally say karma's the greatest form of payback, but if it involves explosions, I'm game.
I'm generally of the mind that explosion is the greatest form of payback. That and cold soup.
Yes,
Now,
and then hopefully by
I
the
will-
time they figure out it's me, I'll be long gone.
Now, I will say, when you say all the paperwork would be needed, just so you know, God's outside of a mine and then inside of a mine where everything branches off. Are you going to make sure that we can get through both of those guys?
Oh no! I'll just and he goes over to his desk and he pulls out a couple of pages, hands them to the gnome, and tells him to, in Gnomish, to go fill these in, make it look official and documented. No, we'll just make it look like you guys are delivering just standard barrels of TNT. Simple mining operation.
Ah.
Okay.
I like this human dude.
Should we make a little assurance that we would actually wouldn't run into the problems? That in a case we would actually fail at this mission, we would come back with the barrel and blow all your stuff up.
What?
I'd appreciate it if you didn't blow all my stuff up, because I kind of need it to leave the city.
And that's our guarantee that you don't. How do you say it politely? Fuck us over.
I'm not going to throw you under the bus or anything like that, or, hand you over to the authorities. I just intend to get back at Goldmire by the same way she gets at everybody else in the city, hiring mercenaries and sellswords.
Can I make another insight check?
Yes, you may.
Oh wow,
Wow,
this is very consistent.
Wow.
That is very consistent. Yeah,
Okay,
he has
good
no
rolls
intention
after the way.
of betraying you in any way, but if something does go wrong and you get caught, you are being let go.
That's reasonable,
Right.
to be honest.
That's
I don't
reason. Yeah.
So I don't blame him for that.
Again,
What?
he's a bit fed up with how Goldmire operates, and how it's just basically fighting fire with a much bigger fire.
Maev sort of came into this room feeling very pissed about the idea of slavery, and is now leaving the room feeling very excited about the idea of blowing something up.
Can I just ask, why are you planning on leaving? What are you going to be doing, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, again, I found an outside investor all the way in the Dwarven Kingdoms. Ironically, we destroyed their city walls with cannons my company made. So I'm going to go to that city, start making them weapons, and they're going to allow me to experiment with things. In fact, I'll show you. I mean, he seems quite an interested sort of person. And he shows into the workshop on that big bipedal thing he's working on.
Okay.
Explains that it's going to be a new style of iron golem.
Oh.
The standard one will only do simple tasks, carry this, take it over there.
Kids, we call this foreshadowing.
And he points out that this
Ching
thing,
just pokes out of the pocket, like Golem.
yeah, but this thing is meant to be like a full-on war machine.
Oh.
Why waste time sending men into the fight? This thing just charges and goes through the wall.
I mean,
suppose.
it's a very good idea. Like, why bring siege weapons when you can just bring a big siege engine like this dude?
I don't
Exactly.
like it. I don't like it. It's unnatural.
And many
I
people
mean-
don't. Many people prefer soldiers on the ground, but I started my company with the idea of saving lives and reducing the cost of war.
Okay, I can get behind that. And if this Goldmire person who already has 46% of the city under her belt, what's to say that she's trying to gain the majority of a percentage?
So, I'm a slow puppy. We are blowing up which of her properties?
Quite a fair bit of her property, yes.
Uh,
But the target in question is one of her more recent gold mines, so it's not producing a huge amount at the minute, but if you can stifle a vein, you'll eventually stifle the arteries.
So we're blowing up the interior of the mine then.
A branch of the mine, yes.
Alright, I was going to say.
I
Can
know
we
it's
please
a
check?
gold
Can we
mine.
please, if there's anything, make sure there are no innocents inside before we blow it up.
Well, if she's hiring slaves in their deep gnomes, I think they'd welcome the sweet release of death at this point.
Probably.
Yeah, fair enough, actually. Other question: how far away should we be before we blow it up?
That we haven't tested for yet.
Oh, goody.
Right.
So, should we just light up the fuse and just run the hell away?
Well,
That sounds like a good idea.
And we've got a wizard who can throw fire from a distance.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And I mean,
Oh, we
if push
could,
came to shove, and
just
if
stand in this office and just blow it up.
I'd rather you didn't blow up the barrel in my office.
I didn't mean blowing up the
Yes.
barrel.
I'll blow
in
it up
your-
from the office, but look
Yes.
down and go just click fingers and boom.
Either way, I'm happy to fuck over some bitch with too much power.
Yes. Stick it to the man.
Yeah.
Woman, you mean?
Stick it to the
Woman.
Damn.
Do we want
I
to do
like your
this,
style, half elf. I like your style.
we do it today, or I'm welcome to take a little bit of a rest, like a little a 30-minute lunch break before we go off and do it.
That's a solid plan.
Also, I feel like we should go during the night, because if there are any innocents in there, they're more likely to be out.
Well,
Ah.
that's true. That's true.
Shift changes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine then.
Yeah.
I was expecting more conversation to happen then. So you guys can get yourselves a short rest, or a long resting, whichever you prefer. If you guys want to go at
Cool.
night, now's a good time for a long rest.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually.
Long rest it?
Yeah,
yes. Well,
Yeah.
why not?
we just curl up on his office floor and fall asleep.
In case anyone.
Get out of my office! Get out of my office! Go find it in somewhere.
Alright, go and find him.
Okay.
So there are several about the city. You stayed in one when you arrived, the name of which now escapes me. But that was a
Call it.
The shithole.
Broken
Like,
yeah, it was a nasty dive at the best of times.
We should
Yes.
call it the Gorgonzola. Oh my god, it's a great name for a Gorgon. I'm taking it.
nice.
Zola the Gorgon. Alright. I mean, we might as well go back to the dive. I mean, I'm happy with it.
I'm happy with it. It was cheap. It was easy. And
Just like
And
me.
I would actually like to look up like just a hair bit higher quality in the next inn I'm sleeping in, because the smell of that inn in the morning was horrible.
Nah, man. It's the smell of the common folk. It's the smell of progress and hard work. You don't get hard work and honest people without that kind of smell. Or dishonest people, you know.
that's true.
Okay. So, in terms of inns, there was one called the Drunken Pig, which we'll say was the dive one you guys arrived at when you first came to the city.
Yes, I can agree.
Although someone will probably go to the one and go, actually, you called it this. Good DM should always keep his notes. You do find another one which is a lot closer to the town square, which is called the Gilded Coin. It's a much nicer kind of establishment. It's walk past. It's got like proper leaded glass. It smells nice. Beer smells wonderful. People are friendly. They don't seem to judge you as you walk in. Or even just peer your head in the door. It's like, this could be
a
good.
lot better than the last one we went in. I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna stay right in this inn.
How much is it?
That is a good question.
That's
Mr.
a
Deer.
very good question.
Hello, Brian?
Sorry, I got distracted by a massage. What did you guys say, sorry?
How much is it to stay the night in this? Well, stay the afternoon, I guess, in this inn.
In the Gilded Coin, couple of silver.
Nah, sure. Alright. I'm down for it. I mean,
It's
I mean-
not glorious feather beds or anything like that, but it is a mattress. It's off the floor. It's clean.
I mean,
I'll
Might
take
have probably-
mattress for top the floor.
so Maya will probably take the mattress and put it back down on the floor, because that's what she's used to.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Oh, and she's gonna chew on the rat she caught earlier.
Oh, that's going to be juicy in your bag.
Mm-mm-mm.
Well,
Half
Marlon
rotten
probably has a
rats.
stock of like.
I mean, no, it's not half rotten. I caught it yesterday.
Oh,
Okay,
that-
okay. I will put it over a little fire. There you go. It's, all nice. It's toasty now.
Ratatouille.
Very dry rats. Let's put it that way then.
What were you saying, Christy? Like,
Said Marlon probably
About
has a stock of bonbons in his pocket, like
nice.
filled
We all have our vices.
hair and. Do we have Gingy?
Oh, I can imagine Gingy like sort of like in the little front pocket of your robes, like just sort of like having the time of his life, like yay, they're so adorable.
Just,
Poke out the top every now and again,
this,
doing the whole eye thing to people.
Betois actually just slams a couple of silvers on the table and just goes like, I really need some sleep.
It's not a problem, sir, madam, cat. He's not sure how to
Refer to me
respond.
as it.
My favourite gender, cat.
Yeah, it's not comfortable like talking to a tabaxi in casual terms, but hands you a key anyway and says like, we've got a room available, it's upstairs. Fourth on the
Okay.
right.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
just walks into the room and just goes drops the backpack he's holding and just goes straight to sleep.
Yeah, but I've also, get a room, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And schnuzz.
What about the rest of you? Do you guys want to do anything cool and interesting, or just skip ahead to the ensuing chaos?
In this place we're staying, I'm guessing there's like a communal bar area.
Yes.
I totally want to perform something and try and see if I can get some money before going to bed.
As soon as you start to play, a couple of the bar ladies come along and grab you like one each shoulder and go, "Don't try it, love. If you do, our resident bard will be very, very upset with you, and you may not walk out of here alive. Best just
Jesus.
sit down and enjoy your meal."
It's at this time I just sadly sink back down into my seat with my loot. And I just take a bite out of my meal. I'm like, oh fuck you, no, good music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the bard isn't bad. I mean, you can appreciate good music. It is good music.
I'm the best music, and you know it.
Oh, we're gonna have the bard off.
See, maybe, just maybe, I would look more approachable for the musical talents if I had a hat.
That is true.
And somewhere the god of hats looks down from his lofty place and goes, no.
Is there any hat shops in the city?
Yes. Well, later. We can do that later.
Well, I mean, what time of day is it now?
It's about midday-ish, pushing on towards late afternoon.
Yeah, I
Good,
mean,
we're going for a
Talking
hat.
that.
I will accompany you
No
on
need
this
to
journey.
It's
to
like
hats.
as if you're taking me to a hat store, as if to cheer me up after that moment.
Yeah. I'll be like, look, here's your hat. Now shut up.
Woo!
Yeah.
You're gonna
so do
trill
we,
me!
do we find any hats in
Uh,
the vicinity?
Make an investigation check.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Investigation.
Nope.
But if we combine numbers together,
If we combine our rolls, we did really well.
do a fusion dance with the nines.
But between the two of you, you don't really find much of a hat shop. You find a couple of clothes shops that have an array of hats available, but they don't really make the hats.
It's not the same, really.
Actually, you know what I'm thinking?
What? Oh, is it? What are you thinking? What I'm thinking? Christy? Yes.
Christ.
Come on.
No!
Yes,
Oh, God.
I'm so happy we were on the same wavelength. Yeah.
Oh,
We shall
God.
go hat shopping after I have rested.
But we don't. So you don't want to go into a hat? Well, the clothes shop then, Zyron?
Let's put it this way. I am but a simple half-elf. But as a bard, I pride myself on only dressing up in the finest of gear. And I will only obtain said hat from the greatest of hat makers. Not those who just simply bring them into stock.
Why couldn't you just look? There's hats there. You could just get a hat from there.
Like, I just grab you by the shoulders and just go, it's not the same, damn it!
As soon as you grab me, I just push you away, like no touch, no touch,
No touchy. No touch.
no touch. Yeah, no touch. Sorry.
I just cast prestidigitation to clean myself after the push.
Sorry, I didn't mean to push you that hard.
Hey, I didn't mean to grab you. I'm sorry. I went a bit too heavy there.
Yeah. I suppose we both don't know our strength.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Yeah.
Best worst date ever.
Off over in the corner, you hear the very faint awkward.
I think if it's all the same for you, I think it might be a good idea to go back to the inn. I might need to tune my loot.
Yeah, I'm probably going to. Yeah, get some rest.
We start heading back to the inn, and I just mutter underneath my voice, "Next time, Hat God. Next time."
Who are you talking to?
No, nothing.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Your warlock patron is the Hat God.
Eventually, yeah, if Zyron decides to go like bard, cleric, warlock,
Oh Christ!
who do you strike the bargain with? The god of hats.
His name
The
is
Herald of Haberdashery.
Harquin, God of Hats.
But yeah, I suppose we should go back to
Yeah.
inn, I suppose.
Yeah.
Get some rest
Can
for
we
the
fast
big
forward
day.
this news, please?
Yes,
Yeah.
let's fast
At
forward.
least one thing I will do when we go to rest, I will use Song of Rest for anyone that needs it.
Ooh,
Pretty
I don't
handy.
need it, but thank you.
I
Okay.
think I'm in full health, I believe. Yes, I am.
To my
It'll
knowledge,
take a
you
long
guys
rest
all had a
anyway.
rest, well, a short rest when you wrapped up the last combat.
Yeah.
I think,
something
or somewhere
like
around about then. I remember a lot of hit dice being used.
that. Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
you guys get a long rest, a decent afternoon sleep.
How listeners?
So you have full spells, hit points, hit dice, abilities, blah 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 back. Those of you need to prepare your spells, prepare your spells.
All right.
Pepper your spells.
So wizards, and that's it. I can't. Never.
Yes. Oh.
Alright then. So,
Yes.
with that behind you, you guys now are free to do whatever you please. It's currently late in the evening, the stars are just starting to come out, and the air is cold and brisk as the cool mountain air is now starting to waft on in. A lot of the townsfolk have now either gone home or they're going to do a night shift at the foundries and that just to keep the metal supply rolling.
After Betual emerges from his room, he goes like, "Hey, do we go find some hat shops?"
Don't we have a job to do?
Yes,
I
but
just
we
tap
do
I
have
just
a
tap you on the
file.
shoulder and tap you on the shoulder and go, "These hat shops are not worthy."
Are you sure you didn't miss any?
Trust me, they are not worthy.
No.
They are not like the glorious hat shop from the other town over.
Oh, I see.
Wink.
It's terrible. You two, it's terrible. Alright then. So, you guys make your way towards the Goldmire mine entrance. It's not that far away from where you guys had to go in for the Ironbrand mining operation and everything else. Only this is much more up in scale. Ironbrand was horse and cart up and down the thing. The way Goldmire is operating right now is getting close to Industrial Revolution levels. 4 minecart tracks, hauling down empties, bringing up full loads. It's a constant rotating system.
Wow.
You are
That's
immediately greeted by 4 heavily armed dwarves who are in like half plate, decent halberds, and they approach you immediately like, "Oh there, friends! You're about to enter the Goldmire mine. What purpose have you got here?"
We're here on a delivery run. We pass over the parchment that we had written for us earlier.
One of the dwarves takes it and does that whole look away, bring it closer, trying to get it into focus. Alright, I see. You're delivering stuff from Ironbrand. Good man, him.
That's correct. Oh, yep, no
Shame
worries.
about the rumours of his business going under, but oh well. Hands you back the parchment and directs you down into the mine as you guys approach. They offer you basic skull cap helmets with a little gemstone lodged in the front.
Oh no, this is bringing back memories. No!
But as they hand them to you, they like give a brief whisper or breath or something to the gemstone so it lights up a little bit. So you have torchlight as long as you're wearing the skull cap.
Nice.
It's gonna look really dumb on me, but I'll stick
This
with it.
isn't quite a hat, but I guess I'll take it.
I would like to arcane the absolute frick out of this thing.
Go for it, make an Arcana check.
Nice.
You know why I'm doing this, Brian! I know your schemes.
Oh, that's good.
Secret mind control.
They are not mind controlling helmets as you suspect as a player. As a character, you find out that they are basically opals which they've put the light spell onto. So they're basically mining helmets.
Okay.
Cool.
Alright.
Nice.
Nice.
Neato.
But anyway, they show you in, make sure you got your hats on, they go over like a brief health and safety thing of, should the mine suddenly collapse, panic.
Right.
If you find yourself in a position where you can leave the mine and a friend has fallen down because a rock's landed on their head, leave them for dead. If you're going to get yourself killed, going back to get them. Just get out of there.
Just get out of there. Okay, yep.
Just imagine you taking notes.
They're just writing this down on a bit of parchment, like, yep, go on.
So, anyway, they go with the whole health and safety thing and they get you into an empty mine cart and tell you just to sit back, enjoy the ride. It's going to be a bit of a bumpy ride once you get a few 100 feet down. But once you get over the bumps, it's fine. It just becomes a gentle glide.
Like a roller coaster.
Oh god.
Yeah, it does feel like a roller coaster once the bumpy bit goes. Like the cart shakes and wobbles in the darkness. The only bit of light you guys really have, at least the human ones, is the light on your head. The rest of you've got the full dark vision thing going for you. So everything's in grayscale, but you literally see like the cart nearly tops over at one point and it tips back the other way. And then picks up a horrendous amount of speed before it eventually hits a set of stopping brakes, which is enough to slow you down to a nice gentle crawl and brings you down to the bottom of the mine, to which more dwarves again greet you. Again, in the full half plate, but they've gone from halberds to a war pick of sorts. Sort of a bit more aggressive, but also very efficient given the cramped spacing. Which reminds me, Edwin, when you shapeshift, do you go to a large template or do you stay medium?
I'm medium.
Okay.
I'd love to be large, but no, I stay medium.
That's fine. I had certainly had the thought, whilst writing
Whether I
this in.
fit or not, yeah.
Well, not so much when you fit or not. It's like in 3.5, when you change into a werewolf, you are size large.
No, you remain medium because basically it's rather than just growing, I just become a furry.
Yeah, that's alright then. So anyway, hi Tom.
Hello.
Hello.
So you're greeted by these dwarves. They're war pigs, and they ask, who are you? What purpose do you have down here in the mine? I trust you have a good one.
Ah, yes, we're here on the delivery run.
Oh, hey! Godmire's delivery.
Yes,
then.
got this new supply of TNT you wanted down there.
Indeed we do, lad. It's right this way, and he points you down like a main central shaft and points to this odd cropping on the left, and says that the shaft exit you're looking for is that one.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Okay.
And this brings us to the new map.
Woo.
So if you guys like to plop your tokens over in this top left corner.
Hop the tokes, let's go. Boop, 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 hopping with tokes.
How was it that I could
There we
get
are.
my token here?
So if you go to your journal in Roll20 and go
Yeah.
to your character and just click and drag your character out, it'll bring a token out.
Okay, where was the journal?
Top right, it's the newspaper looking icon.
Oh, right. Right here.
So here we go.
No, that wasn't it.
Okay, yeah, in the top right hand corner with the newspaper thing, you should see your character's name. If you press and hold on... Oh, there you go, you've done it now.
No, I did it. It's click and drag.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a clicking drag.
Let's click and
Okay.
drag. Yes.
Alright, you guys are greeted by 4 guards. These guards are like the other ones you've seen. They're not dwarves in half-plate. They are humans who are wearing plain leathers. I think they're wearing leather. Let me double check. I think leather. No, sorry, they are wearing a chain shirt. A shield at one side. But they do have a tabard on them. And the tabard is the city sigil. So the diamond emerald shape engulfed in flame.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
And they produce a short spear towards you, and they ask you, who are you? What are you doing here? To what purpose have you come to this mining expedition?
We're here with a supply of TNT for Goldmire.
Hello, Dave. Did we order any TNT? No, we didn't order no TNT chairs. Why do we need TNT? We've got those deep gnomes doing a lot of the work.
Look, no offence, lads. I've got an order here. I've got a parchment that says that Goldmire ordered some bloody TNT. I don't know whose hand I got to shake, but I've got to deliver this somehow.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, let's go. It's like I'm trying to be like one of those stubborn dudes. It's like, look, I don't make my delivery, I don't get paid.
Yeah.
Mm.
A lot better than the Amazon guy I had earlier today, who
Ooh.
you rolled double 18. That's hilarious.
No.
I have
Nice.
advantage. I rolled the same.
Consistency.
Right then. So, you guys managed to convince the guards, producing the parchment and everything else. He looks it over and goes, well, that everything seems to be in order then. Alright, off you go. And they stand aside, they let you through.
Thanks, lads.
And I shall give you full access of the mine.
Woo.
Lovely.
Bear with me
Oh,
2 seconds. It's a big mine.
big mine. Oh, sugar nuts.
Alright
Strange to
then.
take the bribe, but like,
Okay, so we need to put this TNT in places that are going to cause some big damage.
Indeed, I shall actually break these guards up. One thing you do notice as you're going around, there is a lot of deep gnomes that look very malnourished and beaten. So on and so forth.
Like were the deep gnomes that we fought in the other mine previously, were they in the exact same state, like malnourished side, or were they just aggravated?
No, the ones that you found in the mine seem to be the ones that are better off.
Oh.
Mainly because they'd probably been recently fed. If you recall, you've had a lot of bones, a lot of combat marks.
That is a fair point. But
anyway, where do you guys wish to go inside the mine?
I think we could go to the forest end first.
Yeah.
So we could place some stuff in there.
Now, here's my idea. How many explosives do we have on us?
You currently only have 3 barrels.
Right, because here's a plan that we can fully maximize damage output to this mine and cause mass disruption with the least amount of explosives necessary. We put the explosives on major holding points of the mine.
Yes.
So that the only problem with this idea is that it'll collapse entire entrances and exits into the mine. If there are any innocents in here, they will be trapped.
Or then we could do it the other way. We could go to the corridor here.
Right.
Place like 2 of those barrels right here and just run off.
Good. It depends on what we're thinking, though, because that's a point. Before we even do anything, are these deep gnomes that are in here? Do these deep gnomes show any sign of animosity towards us like the other ones did?
Yeah.
They treat you suspiciously as you walk through, but they're otherwise not engaging you in any way.
Because I know these guys seem malnourished, but who's to say these deep gnomes here aren't just being overworked in comparison to the other ones that may have just been sent into that mine just to cause ruckus? Like, these ones could be innocent, for all we know.
Well, after all, they are deep gnomes, so I don't really give up.
Question. Are all the sort of people in the mine like dwarves? Like, apart from the deep gnomes, are there the dwarves in there as well?
No, they are all deep gnomes.
Okay. Okay.
You see a couple of Draugr, like dark dwarves, but again, they are malnourished to the point of not being really recognisable as a dwarf.
Duragar or just
Duragar, yeah.
Duragar.
Okay, so I was just having a look at something here, and I do have respect of. Oh, I think it's only where shield and gold dwarves go. Yeah, I was looking at my background, and I have respect of the stout folk, and yeah, it's just. I just thought whether that would come in handy as well, but no worries, it's fine. Okay.
Okay, so we don't know how devastating these explosives are either. Let me see. I think we need to use one of these as a glorified test run.
Wait, so do we know which vein we're going to be blowing up, apart from those huge red marks that say structural down the bottom left?
That is a very good point. That is a very good idea to him. Very strong idea. I like that idea.
I also have bags of emberstone as well. I've got 3 bags.
That is a very good. That's an idea.
Yes.
Okay, the emberstone explode. That's it. I've got a plan.
Oh
We
god.
could use the Emberstone as a decoy to scare people or attract people's attention to a certain point in the mine, where then we can set the charges without being seen and get out of there before anyone's suspicious.
That is actually a good plan.
Yeah. Okay.
We would save some innocent lives, but we would also hinder the process of this mine.
Can I
Yes.
just say how proud I am of you guys trying to plot around everything?
Thank you.
So, I think obviously anyone can come in at any point and let me know of this plan. If we go down here to set the if we have 2 people down here setting the charges, whilst maybe 1 or 2 of us cause the distraction with the Emberstone in this area, then
Ouch.
if we have another person with another charge in here, we could then potentially cause enough disruption and blow everything at the same time.
That is true, that is true.
And do it in one foul swoop without being detected.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Okay,
question.
so
These workers in here, because I wasn't around for that part, they're like Duragar and Sverfneblin?
Yes, but they have been like severely malnourished.
Alright.
They are rake thin.
Yeah,
As I was saying, like the Duragar, the only way you can know they are a species of dwarf is the fact they have a beard. That's about as far as it goes. Their stock stout built has all but vanished.
My ever be very much of the mind that maybe it's best to put these people out of their misery. Because they are weak. Right. Well, if we're going to go with Thingy's plan, Zyron's plan, sorry, then where do you want us to go? So first down, I can go to the back because I'm pretty speedy.
yes, if we get the people that are the most capable of stealthing to plant the bombs, and the guys that are the most capable of causing distraction and getting away with it to cause the distraction, then we should be good.
So I think I'm one planning the bombs because I have +6 in stealth.
I'll agree.
I can distract with minor illusion and maybe phantasmal force.
I like that.
I could turn into a giant wolf.
That is a very, very useful skill.
Thank you.
I say that reassuringly, as I think that's not a useful skill in this case.
That's a handy thing. Not right now, it isn't.
Like that's the backup plan. Backup plan: go full animal.
Alright, I can do that.
That's it. Backup plan. If that doesn't work, you go full animal, and then we start a panic as if to think, oh no, wild animal in the caves, everyone get out.
Alright.
That is a good backup plan.
Yeah, then, right.
So, you guys go to execute your plan. Move yourselves into position.
Right.
Oh, where the heck?
Who is going to what spot to plant your demolition charges?
So I think I think this choke point is going to be an effective place to have enough of a distraction to try and attract everyone from every major point we want.
So, that would be a good...
Actually, no, I'll hang out near the entrance.
Surely that's gonna
Whoops.
knock off
I
getting.
deleted dude, I didn't want to delete.
What was that, Christy?
Surely aren't we better doing it into this room more slightly so people go in? So at least a gangway to actually get out.
I'd agree, to be honest, yeah.
So...
I'd say more here. More here or just that room in general, yeah.
Where are you pinging? Oh, there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Say there. Okay.
So distraction, in this area.
Distraction.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll put a minor illusion.
Bit more over, so because otherwise everyone's going to congregate in that choke point there, and then you're not going to be able to
That's
get.
a point. Like, just in case it gets hairy and we get stuck between all these guards, we'll start getting very angry.
Because if people are going to come down from the top as well, you're going to need. They're all going to
That's
like,
a point.
and they can only
If we
occupy
put
one.
ourselves against if we put ourselves against the walls, if they come in case stuff happens, we can just sneak out the side.
Yeah, and I also need an escape route in a case when I get the bombs planted.
That is a point. Okay, how much emberstone do we have?
We've got 3 bags and 1 barrel.
3 barrels.
Okay, would that be explosive enough? Out of curiosity, would that be explosive enough to break through this wall so that we have an escape route for Batois?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I'm thinking as well. If we plant that as a dummy charge to make an escape route, then our cat bro doesn't have to go through the room full of guards to escape.
In fact, before you get too far, those that want to, make an intelligence check.
I don't really
Intel.
And the only person I'm going to give advantage to is Tom, because his character would have read about this stuff more.
Well, I know nothing.
What even is a powder?
You just look to people and just go, "This is a mine."
Yeah.
This is mine. This is interesting.
These kegs of gunpowder
Sort of
are heavy and
contraption.
smell funky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there was an intelligence saving throw.
Check, not a saving throw, but it's fine. Just knock 2 off because it's saving throw for wizards.
Oh, I see.
In the grand scheme of things, though, the only person that really knows much at this point is Zyron. Emberstone is dangerous. Very dangerous. The fact that Ironbrand has put it into gunpowder now makes it the most dangerous thing in the world. Besides magic.
And nuclear weapons.
That might be it. then.
It's probably the next step towards nuclear weapons if this was a game of Civ.
Yes.
You would have Emberstone weapons and then you get to the nuclear age.
Oh dear.
Would it be possible then that we can even not use the charges and just use the Emberstone? Because
No, the Emberstone on its own would just burn very intently. And it might explode in the bags. The kegs, however, will have a lot of damage.
That is the
So,
point.
if you put 2 charges in the room where Batois is now, Batois is probably going to die before the wall before you can have his escape route. There will be that much of a detonation.
Unless I just pull the ignition cord with me and run away before we exploded.
Yeah, like if you took the cord over here,
Yeah.
that's a point. Like, if you put it there, bear with me, 53, 55. I could put there. If you put it about there, I don't know whether this would work or not. If you brought the cord to here, I might be able to cast Sacred Flame to ignite it.
Okay, that sounds like a good
And
plan.
then that gives you time to walk towards us, non-suspiciously. And then as you're walking away, cool guys don't look at explosions.
Yeah. And this whole campaign is turning into a Michael Bay movie.
Yes. And if it doesn't work, I can always say you're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. I think that's a good plan.
It's certainly a plan.
Okay, so if Catbro has these 2 covered down here, who's going to have third pillar covered?
I can do that.
I go for it.
Okay. As you guys who are setting the charges go to set them, a couple of deep gnomes and Duragal too as well come over, and they ask, in common, strangely enough, but really weakly and breathlessly and everything else, what are you doing? We got this. You go. You go.
Hey,
This mine under our operation. Sounding exactly Chinese.
This is a bit racist, Brian. God, I thought.
It was a bit racist. It wasn't meant to be.
Dearing me.
But
Guys,
just goes like, don't worry about it. I know what I'm doing. Just calm down and walk towards the exit.
Okay. What do you say, Maiev, to the lot that's coming around you to be like, no, it's fine, go away, we've got
She's
this.
a bit creeped out, like, oh, get off me. Look. Oh, bloody hell. She's gonna put down the barrel and then just walk away from it. Okay, I'll be laying out a fuse. Was that the idea then?
Yeah, there is a fuse attached to it that's got fairly decent length behind it. You can start rolling it out. If you need to attach more, it's going to have to be your rope supply and oil.
I will. In feet, how far is it?
About 10 feet.
Oh Christ! Yeah, no. I will use another 20 foot of my rope, which puts me down to 30.
Have you got lamp oil or something to light it with?
Haha! Let's have a look. No. Never mind then. I don't do that. I'm just going to hope for the best.
Alright
A
then.
moment, I need to check one thing. Crikey. This is just gonna be a mess.
Uh-huh.
Because, well, as far as we do know, I think Thieves' Tools doesn't actually...
No, it's full of like lockpicks and things like that.
Yeah, it doesn't include oils. Do we have any in the loot bag?
I don't think we
Oils, no. We don't have much in the loot bag, honestly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
There is a backup solution in your party kitty.
Yeah.
We have to
You've
find
got-
out ourselves.
You've got 3 bags of it.
Yeah, we do. We can lead a trail of emberstone.
That is
yeah.
true, that is true.
That's a point. And make like a what's the term I'm looking for?
Gunpowder.
Catalyst effect. Yeah. And make it so we only have to ignite one thing. The entire thing goes boom.
So, should we lead 2 of those Emberstone trails together, and then just light up both, and it just goes like really... It like leads to both barrels, and it causes simultaneous explosion.
You can certainly do that if you so wish. Although the guards now are starting to look at you lot very suspiciously. I mean, you've just delivered the gunpowder barrels, set them, got the charges ready, and now you seem to be faffing around whilst everyone's beginning to leave.
The guards.
Mm.
I've got is this guy that I'm near the moment a guard?
Yes. All the guys in blue with spears are guards.
Is there any way that I can see if in this mine there's like a bell system to let guards know when it's break time?
Not that you've seen on the way through.
We can make a like minor illusion like thing to do that, right? We could just make a
Yeah, you
sound
can make
and
a
ring the
minor
bell.
illusion sound.
Like, if that's a good idea.
It actually probably is.
Alright, we'll do that then. Let's do it.
Okay. Oh my god, this is so tense.
This plan's going so well, though.
So who's making the noise, me or you? Zyron.
I sadly do not have minor illusion.
Okay then it's down to me then, and I will cast minor illusion so that there's like a break time bell.
Okay, can you go ahead and make a
bell soft.
no, a sleight of hand check,
Oh god.
because you have to start weaving your hands to make the sound work as you roll a bit of fleece around.
Well, Zyron's blocking that guy. This guy is okay.
Wait. I'm gonna walk over,
Shield.
tap her on the shoulder, and cast guidance to help.
Okay, I'll roll a d4. Yay!
Ooh.
With,
It's like
as you
I said,
start
put my
with
hand on your-
weaving all signs around in the air to make the illusion work, Zyron walks over and, like, with the guidance and everything, he's like, just have arms together, you know, keep it tight in. Tight at the elbows, you don't need to move your hands around so much. And you manage to weave your spell work without being noticed by the guards, and there is a bell sound that goes off. And a lot of the guards are like, huh, guess they got the bell working kind of expression. And they all start to make their way out. They still leave one or two behind in the rooms. I'll move the relevant ones out the way for you. Just as a means to keep an eye on everyone.
Right.
Okay.
At least that's okay. That's taken out some of the problem.
But anyway, Dario and Marlon, where you guys are, because we haven't checked on you guys in a while, up in the back corner chamber over here, that's where they've like gathered all the workers for now, and they are starting to dish out bread and a few ration supplies and water just to keep them going, but it barely looks like anything at all. But the workforce is being fed, as far as you guys can tell. Anyway, back to the guys setting the charges. You set your charges. The guards are waiting for you to leave so they can leave as well, because they don't want to leave you unattended, just in case something does go wrong.
That's fair.
Okay, so so you guys are basically got to get out of there without bringing any sort of attention with you while the guards are looking at you.
Yes.
Is there anything else?
So do I, can I, like, stealthily take the bag of Emberstone and just, pour it out on the ground undetected while I'm walking away?
Go
Great
ahead and
escape
make...
style.
Hmm?
Like Great Escape.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check, just to undo the bag and let the dust dribble out.
And let's see.
Ooh. The guards don't seem to notice.
Oh, that's good.
Oh crap, that's good.
But as you're shaking out the dust and everything else, you hear like the occasional, like small pop,
Oh
and a
god.
slight hiss. And as you turn around, you see a couple of loose sparks are trailing off, but it's not going into the stream of Emberstone dust you're leaving behind.
This is gonna be intense.
It's getting very intense right now.
Like
so-
sex while camping.
So you're
Oh, we're in the
fine.
mine.
You're fine for now. Maiev, how are you working out your leaving operation?
Is it just one guard? Who's in here with me? Is it a guard?
Yep, just one lonely guard.
Alright. Oh Christ, how am I gonna do
It's
this?
times like this I wish I had the spell sleep.
Yeah, that's right. It's times like this I wish I had spells.
I'm causing the distraction, but I have sleep.
Maeva's not a problem solver. Oh wait, what does my Mario juice do again?
What?
Did
No.
I have Sleepy juice or didn't
So
I make
what?
some last? Brian, hello.
You had
Hello.
poison or something?
I
Yeah,
want to
alright.
say it was a poison.
It has to be ingested.
I'm going to go up to the guard. Hey mate, yeah, you're looking pretty peaky there.
No.
Oh, have you snuck something in that you shouldn't have? Cheeky wine skin or two?
Maybe I've got this little thing, and I pull out a bottle of poison. I pull out 2 bottles of the Mario juice, and grin at him. It's like, yeah, this is a little thing. Well, between you and me, this little thing I like to use before I, get down with a fellow friend. If you catch my drift. You do look so lonely and bored.
Make a persuasion check.
Wow.
Maev
This
was
is
not very
good.
good at persuading, so we'll see how this goes.
Oh god.
Takes the bottle from you. Gives it a little chink. I like your style. I like your style. Pulls the cork out and chugs away.
I pretend to chug it with my thumb over the hole, and then I watch to see what happens to him.
Why?
Whoa.
Okay, as you fake drink it, you see him down the entire bottle in one go.
Oh Christ! What have I done?
And
Hands it back to you. And says, thanks for that. Now we should get out of here before you set that charge off. It's gonna be pretty... and just falls over unconscious in the pile of mess from where they've been mining away.
Maev just sort of blinks like, huh, I guess that worked. And then she'll literally just grab him by the nape of his neck, and roughly sort of toss him along the corridor, so he slides down and is now unconscious in front of Nils and Zaret. Well, maybe not. She'll carry him out on the way out, and she'll set up her Ember Stone.
Okay then. So you set up your Ember Stone also successfully. Now, how are you guys going to detonate it?
Violently.
let's see. Who else here has spells or anything that could potentially ignite bees from range?
Fireball.
Jesus Christ.
You had a firebolt, didn't you?
It's a cantrip.
Yeah, firebolt, not fireball. Fireball would be overkill.
Yeah.
I have a gun.
That'll do too.
It also makes a loud bang.
Oh, I do like a loud bang.
Alright, in any case, you guys do set off the charge successfully. I need you all to make Constitution saving throws.
Constitution.
Yeah.
Oh god.
We're all poisoned.
Okay.
No, actually, for an entirely different reason. And it makes sense for it to be Constitution and nothing else.
That's a 5 because of the name.
Jesus Christ, we did so badly.
14.
Wow.
I'm dead.
The check wasn't that high, but wow, this has gone on so well.
I'm so dead.
What's the definition of gone on so well? It doesn't feel well.
Marlon,
dude.
I need
It
you to make a
doesn't feel
Constitution. Oh, you've already made it. Hang on.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who hasn't made one? Who am I missing?
1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Dario. Dario hasn't made his Constitution saving. No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's-
made a saving throw.
One,
1,
two.
2.
Am I?
But
not
made a constitution check, but apart from that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's me what's throwing me off then. Alright then, those of you who got 9 and lower,
Oh
so that's
god.
Siren, Maiev, and Marlon, as the charges go off, it lets off a catastrophic explosion. You are covered head to toe in a cloud of thick ash, soot, debris, dust, muck, and all the
Oh my god.
other downsides of a colossal explosion. You are coughing, but for the time being, you guys are considered blind and deaf.
Oh, this is great for me with my heightened senses.
This is actually quite true. I should have put you at disadvantage by it.
Yeah, no, I would have put me at disadvantage. So.
I forgot about your heightened senses. Yeah, it's even worse for you. It's like full on, you cannot hear anything. It's just that constant tinnitus ringing. Yeah, coughing, wheezing. A few of the guards are like walking out to the more open area of the mine shaft and like coughing, like, Jesus Christ, how much gunpowder did he put in there?
Apparently, one of our delivery crew is deaf now, and I think he's blind as well.
Yep. If you fail to save, you are blind and deaf. The only ones that survived were Nil and Dario.
Can say survive.
And you.
God.
And Batorius as well. So half the party are blind and deaf, the other half are not.
Did we manage to get out of the mine, or?
Mm-hmm.
Goody.
Yeah.
You do get out of the mine, you start getting in the minecart and going out with a job completed. And you do manage to leave the mine without any trouble, but a lot of commotion has now been caused.
I try and whilst we're in the cart coming out, I'm trying to like focus for 1 minute as I try to cast prestidigitation on myself to clean myself up.
Maya's probably having to be led by someone else right now.
Yeah, I'll lead you, Maya. I have dark vision and just
I have no vision.
yeah.
Well, Siren, as you go to cast prestidigitation on yourself, the ones that can still see, you watch the Siren like goes to clean himself up, fails miserably, and ends up cleaning the cart you're in. It's now sparkling clean. You have knocked off decades of rust and grime.
Like I'm still blind by this point. I just go, okay, guys, be honest. How do I look?
Maya just gives him a thumbs up.
Oh God, it's back. I have prestidigitation, so I'm just gonna clean you up as well. Oh God.
I feel like a baby.
There you go. There you go. You are now clean, Siren.
Oh,
Clean being.
I love this party. I love you all.
I feel so clean, but yet I'm so blind and ow, this ringing.
Is everyone okay? Maya's just shouting really
Now
loud.
I know how my grandpa felt.
Well, this card looks nice.
Right now in style.
Alright then. You guys do leave the mine. Where do you want to go next?
I'd say we GTFO out of here.
Yes,
Nope.
I second that.
Like, just
Yes.
Well, I can't
sneak
feel
away.
here.
I also agree with whatever was said.
You currently
Yeah,
can't hear, you werewolf.
I know, I can't hear anything, so I'm just saying things.
Like you're just shouting, yes!
Yes! You make a good point!
Yes, I can't believe that went so well. Can anybody else hear this ringing? It's really
So
loud.
loud! Who turned that on?
Yeah, I suggest we make our exit with explosions behind us, because we don't look back, because we're badass.
Yep, you guys make your exit quite happily. Managed to make it back to Embermine City intact.
And
Although-
no one died! Well,
Yes,
apart
no
from
one
the poor guy
died.
that got poisoned.
Yes.
Yeah, he most likely got screwed.
Well, no one died, but you probably now have drawn a good chunk of the city's attention to the mine explosion that went off.
Nah, surely not.
But anyway, where do you guys want to go back in town? It's currently like pushing on for nightfall now, so if there are any shops open, they're not going to be open for long.
Maya would like to find a corner to go like this.
And Batois would actually like to investigate if there is any kind of interesting shops still open?
Make an investigation check. Going around town at this hour, there's not a lot of places open that interest you. I mean, the general goods trader is just like taking down the last of his stuff from outside and putting it inside.
That is actually a great point, Tash.
It is. How are you guys not concerned? You just blew up a mine.
We just blew up a mine and we're like, la da 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 da. Yeah, that was a good job. Well done. Now
That's how we
go
have to
shopping.
Yeah.
Job well done, guys. I can't see. Half of us can't see or hear. We need assistance.
Help! I
Well,
cannot see.
Bentwal actually pulls out some rope and just ties it to whoever is blind, one of blind ones, and lead them to the inn.
Oh, thank you.
As you guys get back to the inn, bearing in mind you are filthy from head to toe.
Apart from
Yeah.
Zyron, because I cast prestidigitation on him.
Yep, Darren is squeaky clean. The rest of you, there are filthy as anything. You are worse than miners. You are uber miners. But the innkeep eyes you all as you enter, and he's really like,
And
"Well, what in the nine heavens happened to you?"
and Betoit actually just take first to pipe up. Do you have any kind of washing facilities here?
I can turn into a dog.
No, really, and that's fascinating. I didn't know that your friend was a druid. Hang on a second, and he goes round behind the bar for a second, and you hear like this big heavy pail of water, and he tells you to step outside for a second.
Okay.
And as you step outside and get into the street, he just throws this bucket of water at you, and it hits you square in the face. You are soaking wet, head to toe. Slightly cleaner.
Well, slightly cleaner. I think I'm fine by now. So I could come back in and maybe sleep over tonight.
Well, that's
I will
fine. The
just-
room is still yours if you've got the key.
Yes, I do.
Well, then feel free to go into the room. There is a wash basin in there and some water.
Just Betoit goes just to scrub all the excess grime and slime and all of that stuff.
Guys, I think I can see colours.
Oh, your color perception is back. Well, that's nice.
No, I don't have cholera.
Okay, his hearing is still
okay.
gone.
Shot. But yeah, for the most part though, like those of you that got affected by the blast, a good night's sleep might help.
Yes, that might be a good idea.
And maybe
Yeah,
avoid
exactly.
loud explosions and dust clouds for a while. Let your bodies recover.
Do we use up? Hold on. Sorry, that was a
Bless
loud.
you.
Bless you.
Thank you. Did we use up all the bags of Emberstone?
Yes,
We have 3
you
bags
would
of
have.
stuff.
But you
Okay.
certainly used up 2 to my count.
All right, sure. Then I will mark off 2. So we've only got 1 bag of Emberstone. Use it well, guys.
Okay.
Use it for kids' parties or heists.
But at least now you
Okay,
guys know
that's
how
fine.
dangerous Emberstone is in the wrong hands.
We are the wrong
Yes.
hands.
God.
Oh, okay. You all get squeaky clean miraculously, by the way.
Yes.
Yes.
From an
thank
unknown
you.
source. You just suddenly wake up the next morning squeaky clean.
Thank you,
You're welcome.
gods of cleanness, whoever you are.
I am clean! I can fight!
Anyways, do you guys want to do anything overnight, or are you quite happy to just take the rest and be happy?
I would like to drink heavily and have a decent meal.
Maev would like to. Are we in the good tavern then?
Yes,
I know.
inside the Gilded Coin.
No, I won't play my pan flutes then. Actually, no. Yeah, Maeva's going to attempt to play her pan flutes, but be horribly off tune because she still can't hear properly.
As soon as you go to start, again, you feel hands touch your shoulders and grab the top of your pan flutes to cover the holes, and like, please don't play any music.
I'm a master of my art. Okay.
That's nice, darling, but our resident bard will be very, very upset if you started playing.
Alright, I'm sorry for your accidental fart.
Oh god.
Damn it!
This is brilliant.
Bastard. Roleplay.
Oh god, why, Tom? Why'd you have to share that in our Discord chat?
Oh no.
God, it's not on the stream.
It's all on the stream, thank god. They don't need to know. Oh. Anyway, I think that's a wonderful spot for a break.
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Ooh.
Yes.
So, those of you who need to go recharge your drinks and emotions, feel free to do so. For the sake of the VODs, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, all that usual YouTube jazz. And we'll see you all next time. For